Hello everyone! Today I'm going to bring you through a short and sweet overview of Port Orleans French Quarter. Be sure to stick around because this tiny resort has big roots and some decent perks I'll be explaining later on. If you are checking this out because you're considering a Disney vacation, please give me a shout. I am a very proud affiliate of Academy Travel, specializing in Disney and Universal vacations, and I can help you and your family make the most out of your upcoming trip. This is our second moderate resort in our overview series. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can come along with us through the rest of our series. French Quarter is conveniently located near Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Disney Springs. The pizzazz this small resort has is incredibly infectious. They did a great job at portraying the architecture expected out of the heartbeat of New Orleans. The entire resort has a peaceful feel, yet at the same time has an exciting buzz that seems to permeate through not only the cast members, but the guests as well. From the moment you're greeted until the time you leave, your time here will certainly be a memorable one. And if you're lucky enough to stay here during Mardi Gras, you can expect a very fun parade that the cast members put on. Registration is to your immediate right, where you can get instructions to your room location, assistance with anything else you might need, and more. The only downside to this resort, I believe, is the fact that it sleeps no more than 4 people. Larger families will have to either book multiple rooms or look at nearby neighboring Port Orleans Riverside for their twin pull-down that sleeps up to 5. Keep an eye out because that video will be dropping soon. The gift shop here has a decent little selection of resort-specific merchandise, which you guys know I love. In case you didn't already guess, the Disney character featured here is none other than Princess Tiana. I think this highly underrated Disney princess has a perfect home here, and I always crack a smile every time I see her touch throughout. Given her love for cooking, I find it highly appropriate that she's got a plethora of kitchen utensils available for purchase as well. Of course, all of the basics and essentials can be found should you need them as well. For those times you're in need of some Tylenol or a fill up on sunscreen, you'll be able to get it all right here. There are a couple of different food options here. Most notably is the Scat Cats Club Cafe. And here you will find the best beignets on property. I can vouch for them. They're pretty remarkable. If you like, you can also opt for a beignet sundae, which I thought was fun. The interior here is intimate and laid back. These Mickey-shaped bits of heavenly fried dough are everything you want and need in the perfect Disney snack. They're on my favorites list in case you couldn't tell. Besides the cafe, you can't miss Sassagoula Floatworks. This festive masquerade-themed cafeteria has a few different options for you to choose from for every meal of the day. It features a handful of grab-and-go stations to order from, where you'll then grab your choice of beverage and head on to the cashier to pay for your meal. Just outside of the food spot, in the center of the seating area, you'll find the Souvenir Mug Refill Center, where there are mug wash sinks and Coke Freestyle machines, along with condiments, silverware, and napkins. South Quarter Games is the name of the arcade here, and it's a decent size given how tiny the resort itself is. Dressed up, celebrating Gators, no doubt a part of the Mardi Gras parade band, stands in front of the pool entrance to greet each and every guest. Our kids love getting their photos taken with these guys. The Doubloon Pool is the only pool directly on French Quarter Resort property, but here's that hook I mentioned earlier on. You have access to all or any of the Port Orleans Riverside pools and amenities as well during your stay. If you find the French Quarter pool lacking for any reason, or it's simply too busy, just take a short 5-minute walk or boat ride to Riverside and use any of the 6 pools there. The 51-foot-long Sea Serpent slide looks especially inviting to my kids every time we walk by. There's also a pretty decent-sized kids splash zone next to it as well. Mardi Gras is your resort bar where you can grab an assortment of adult beverages and light snacks, conveniently located right near the pool. There's a decent amount of sun-shaded seating to enjoy. The transportation options for this resort is either by bus or boat. While the idea of folding down our double stroller to hop on a bus is always a tedious thought, it never phases me when we're presented with the opportunity to take a boat ride down the river. It's always a perfect way to wind down after a lot of walking, or just take a relaxing ride over to Disney Springs. French Quarter opened back in 1991 as Disney's Port Orleans Resort. Dixie Landings was opened soon after, and after many changes, the resorts were updated to Disney's French Quarter and Disney's Riverside, respectively. These sister resorts reside beside each other on the beautiful banks of the Sassagoula River. Buildings 1, 2, and 3 inside of the South Quarter are located on your right after exiting the main building entrance, shopping, and food area. Near here, you'll find the playground and lots of greenery. The spacious courtyards in French Quarter are incredibly beautiful and the perfect place to slip to for some quiet time. Buildings 4, 5, 6, and 7 are within the North Quarter. It's in this huge open courtyard where not only your campfire activities are held each night from 5:30 to 6:30, movies under the stars are held on select nights at 7:30. This compact, intimate resort is a great option for those who aren't interested in a more sprawling, spread out resort like Riverside. Yet at the same time, should you want to, you can use all of the features and amenities that Riverside offers, including the carriage rides, the Surrey bike rentals, fishing, and so much more. I do believe that's a wrap for this short and sweet overview of Disney's French Quarter Resort located next to Disney's Port Orleans Riverside. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button, and like I said, stay tuned for our upcoming releases. Thank you so much for joining us. It was my pleasure, and hopefully you'll join us again soon. Until then, take care, and we'll see you next time.